Welcome back, everybody. Just got through the first game. Great matchup here between Keene State and Colby-Sawyer. The final 89-65. Keene State gets it done. Here with Brynn, she had a great game on the stat sheet here. It says she had 30 points. Just talk us through what was it like out there on the floor?
Oh, it was just fun, first game. I think everyone was just excited to get out there and play. We're all just excited. It's going to be a great year.
Just talk about your team over the offseason and things you got to do well in order to come in here and have the performance like you guys had as a team.
Well, we're definitely going to be in shape. We're running up and down really fast, try to play fast. So definitely just be in shape and just be smart with the ball.
What's like the philosophy on the team, whether it's offense, defense? What do you guys are like your main focal points are out there?
We just try to play fast, play together, and play smart and compose. We don't want teams to speed us up or anything like that. Just play our game, and that's pretty much what we go out and try to do.
What's your favorite part about playing at Keene State?
There's a lot. I don't even know where to start. Just being on this team, playing under Coach Boucher, it's been fun.
Well, thanks for your time, and good luck with the rest of the season.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yep. Here with Coach now. Just talk us through what it's like being the head coach at Keene State.
It's been the dream of my life. I've been there a long time, and as a young coach, I got an opportunity to coach some great young women, and it's just worked. When they play hard, right, all the time, which they normally do, it's just that much better. There's a lot of joy involved in coaching, and I think any coach would tell you that.
What was your game plan coming in here against Colby-Sawyer tonight? Obviously, it's the start of the regular season, so there's a lot of unknowns.
Yeah, for us, we're small, so we have to play fast. And they have some size. And one of the very good players is not playing tonight. Hopefully she gets back, and she's from our area. But we're going to have to play that way the whole game, and for the whole season. And our job is, all right, maximum effort. And I think you saw that tonight. If we don't play with maximum effort, we're going to have a tough time winning games. So that's been our MO since the beginning of practice, and it's paid off.
Cool. What about the whole season collectively, not just tonight? Needs to be the theme of your team, and you guys need to do well in order to succeed this season.
We want to be relentlessly aggressive. We have to be. Like I said, we're small, but we're quick. So we hopefully can get you fatigued a little bit physically, and then when somebody comes at you like that all the time, it wears on you mentally too. So hopefully that will pay off for us.
You guys also had the fast start early in the game. You jumped into a pretty big lead very quickly there. How important was that for you guys to kind of feel more comfortable and relaxed?
Great point. Playing on the road in your first game, we have 7 freshmen. And to come out and see the fruits of your labors as far as what we're trying to do offensively and defensively was a big lift. And so it looks like, hey, there's buy-in. We're doing this the right way. This is the way we have to play. And that's a great point. It did. We got off to a fast start, and the momentum kept building.
Thank you for your time tonight, Coach. I appreciate it, and good luck the rest of the season.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
Here with Coach Viola after the game. They didn't have their greatest game, but we'll just go into the offseason first and talk through that. So, obviously, a lot of moving pieces. You have a lot of talent that you've acquired on your roster over the offseason. So I'm just curious if you could speak for a minute about some of the departures that you had over the offseason and then some of the people you brought in to fill those roles.
Yeah, so I think obviously our 2 seniors have graduated, and Marissa and Courtney, and just kind of we had that opportunity for young kids to step in and kind of to take over in that spot. And I think our phrase going into the offseason this year was embrace hard, and we got to really work and kind of put in that work and get better and develop. And I think our young guys really have taken to it, and we've got great senior leadership here again this year that are really mentoring those young kids and really helping them develop and get better. And I think we've started to see it a little bit tonight. We certainly wasn't exactly the outcome we were hoping for, but what we've been talking with our group all kind of since October 15th and moving forward is about, trusting the process, right? Which is kind of that phrase that everyone uses. But for us, we kind of really look at one day at a time, one practice at a time, one segment of practice at a time. How can we get better in the immediate individual spot that we're at? So certainly, Taylor Fellows and Emily Leonard stepping in tonight and really kind of showing why they're here and hopefully going to continue to do what they do. But just big contributions from our sophomore class and our juniors, and kind of hopefully being young, we're going to hopefully learn
Right.
quickly, but we're certainly going to take some lumps along the way. And tonight we certainly took one, and Keene State just did what they did. They shot the crap out of the ball and really just gave us problems. And we got to do better handling pressure a little bit too. So.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's a pretty good analysis of the game. Bringing in both Taylor and Emily as well, just like kind of what did you see fit? Because I felt like you guys kind of needed to add some guard play during the offseason.
Yeah, I mean, I think for both of them, the recruiting process was their scrappiness and toughness, and I think that's what we really loved, and just that athleticism, that IQ. But I think certainly for both of them, they're just tough competitors, and they like to work and scrap, and they're not maybe not the flashiest players, but I think they want to grind down games and wear down teams, and they run and they get out and they shoot the ball and they get to the rim. So I think that's really what stood out for me with both of them, and certainly they've shown that in practice here early, and then done a great job. And then even tonight they were able to step in and kind of shake off some of that rust and enter into college basketball, which is always a hard thing to do, to ask first years to do that. But they both did a good job tonight.
Yeah, so what can you learn from tonight? Obviously, Brynn, she had an outstanding game. She's a phenomenal player.
She's unbelievable.
I got to watch her when she played in high school against Hopkinton, where I went to high school. She's clearly continued on and done well in college as well. Kind of what was your plan for her, and how are you going to need to adjust that? Because there's a lot of really other good talent in your conference.
Yeah, I mean, we were trying to make life tough for her, and I think we just lost sight of her. And she's kind of crafty. She finds those open spots in the defense and settles into it, and her teammates find her. But we certainly got to be more aware of the best player on the floor, and she just is going to be the best player on the floor probably every single game they play this year. So we've got to do better kind of identifying who that player is, and understanding, we probably need to leave other players a little bit more open and not leave her as open, and just kind of work there. And like I said, that first quarter, we didn't make it tough for them early. And then once the hoop kind of looked big to them, they kept pouring it in. I think they hit 7 threes in the first quarter, which we were hoping to hold them to 7 threes for the game. And so when you kind of let that start to happen early, it's tough. You're playing catch up the rest of the way. But I was proud of our fight there in the third and fourth quarter. And certainly in the fourth quarter, you get to see a little bit of what we can do when we're explosive and get downhill to the rim and start sharing the ball and finding open shooters. But we had to do it for 4 quarters, not just one.
Finally, what are the 2 or 3 keys going to be for your team that you're going to preach to them in practice about how to kind of grow from this game and get ready for the rest of the schedule? Because we still got a lot of games.
Yeah, we got to rebound. I mean, I think it's boxing out rebound, and I think we probably have a smaller lineup than a lot of teams, but we just got to find ways to scrap and dig out rebounds and try to tip things out. And it's going to look differently how we rebound. I don't think we just have that, that 6-footer that's going to be able to box out and average double-figure rebound. So for our smaller guards, just finding a way to get in there and be tough and scrappy and poke at it and try to get little things like that. We got to kind of not get the game speed up on us in the press break too. I think we saw at the end of the fourth quarter there, we started to kind of break it the way we needed to, but we need to do that for 4 quarters too. And just being calm with the ball and letting, if things speed up around you, right, make the next right decision, pivot, right, find the open player, right, get into our offense. We struggled getting into our offense tonight. Their pressure really kind of gave us fits there too. So we got to do that as well.
Okay. Thanks for your time,
Thank
Coach,
you so
and good
much.
luck.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Please subscribe to the channel and like the video to see more local sports stories like this. Thank you.